Hello, hello, welcome everyone to this Saturday stream. How are you guys? Hope you have a great weekend so far. Hello, Tohi, Jay, welcome. Hi, everyone. We have some Kifu from last week that I could do on stream. We could view some pro games, we could do a lot of chill stuff. And of course, a big reminder to you that in 8 hours we will have the first TTQ handicap game, so we can talk about that a little bit later. So let me open up some of the kifus that we had done last week. I think we can quickly analyze them. And we could watch some pro games, we can do some talk, we can do some playing, whatever you guys want. I'm gonna ping people who send me the kifu. So CEO, what was it? Or Choa? Chuchu, was it? Yeah, I don't remember what's the tag of this person, but good morning, Gostone. Hello, Miva. I'm glad you like the trophy. Is it okay if I show the picture to everyone on stream, Miva? The Discord one? Because Mifa got the trophy. Can you send the Kifu today? Well, maybe, because tomorrow I'm not sure if we're gonna do full stream, so maybe we can do some Kifu today. Is Mifa fine with that? If not, it's fine. You guys have to join the Discord to see it. I think it's fine. Custom. Hi, CEO. Sorry for the delay. We're gonna do your Kifu today. Mifa said hello and disappears in a black hole. Right. Let me get it on. Send one, you mean the Kifu, Mifa? Ah, sure. Show us, show us. We have some time today. Hi, Cleon. So this is the picture that Mifa showed on the Discord. He didn't negate me not showing it, and it's a public server, so I shall be showing it. This is how the trophy looked for the king. So if you guys would like to get a nice trophy, level up your shogi, join the tourney to king, and you shall also have a chance to fight against Mifa and get a cool trophy. Oh, and if you wanna start joining our tournaments, this weekend is the last chance, because on Monday, I guess until Monday, the registration for the tournament is due. And I will be sending like Reddit reminders and so on later today. Also reminders for our TTQ games with date. They are divided by hours. Lily's game will be today at midnight, Zurich time. Klaumak will be tomorrow, and Isabella will be tomorrow as well in the afternoon hours, 1 or 2 o'clock, I think. And then win TTS, study your opponent. Oh god, so many things, and we just started. Nobody gonna break my back. No, I'm joking. Thank you so much. My glass is actually almost empty. I have to refill it. Alright, but chill stream, we do it chill way. Sea of means you being roasted in a chill way. No, I'm joking. We're gonna take a look at your game first. Sea of. Although we know that your opponent might be, you know, using some kind of support, we're still gonna analyze your play style. Wanna play handicap? I may be able to help. Well, yeah, it's a good way to prepare for TTS. Yes, maybe even equal game. You know, like if you're going for the submit, you should start quickly. Yeah. So CO, let's see. You play static rook. And usually you wanna push this pawn the last, because you wanna have the option to play Anaguma, and Anaguma likes to push this pawn the last, so you would push rather this pawn before that. And like the simplest explanation could be if they push here, you simply move the silver here to help protecting this file. You can like imagine this kind of situation happening. So I think it's like better to push this pawn first rather than opening your rook ear, yeah? It's kinda scary. Okay, we push the edge pawn, we jumped with the knight. Alright, this is a different strategy then. So if here we were to play this move, we would go for something called 4-5 rook on the right side 4-5 rook. So that kind of, oh sorry, no. It could be right side king, that's what I wanted to say. Your strategy could be that. But somehow I doubt it. Like this kind of development, would it be weird for this strategy? But apart from that, it's like you should prefer to prioritize the castle perhaps a little bit more. Alright, but ends to the end, this is normal shape, cool. This is kinda weird, I guess, but wanna play 3 pawn sack strategy. Oh, I don't know exactly how it works, you will have to teach me. Is this also part of that strategy, see of that lance move? It's very unusual. Like here, because you're in castle, you have option of like, always you have option of like making a better castle or start attacking. Here you don't have a way to make a better castle. Yeah, waiting is... Okay, so you're going for like cinch that type of deal? Because it would be also interesting to start attacking here if they take it. Take the bishop and you sabaki the rook, yeah? Sure, they have a bishop drop, so we should consider, but I think it would be okay. Lure his bishop in silver in koshikake. And then you attack, and then you attack, and then you attack. All right. I know you're probably gonna sacrifice the lance after that, right? And drop the pawn here in order to break through. That was the plan, I assume. But your waiting style. So there was one cool thing about his position that would want you to attack as well. It's not only the koshikake gin, it's also the fact that his king is not ready, not fully in the castle. It's like one other things you could look at for when trying to attack. Because he's not in castle means he's closer to the danger. No, there's no way you're going from... There is no way you're going for Anaguma from this position. No way. Thank you for the follow. Sikhote. There's no way. This is not how Anaguma approachment looks like. Nope. So you faked it too hard and you put your bishop under the knight's attack, so that was unfortunate. Here your plan worked, but he managed to get a strong counter on you. I would try to delete this knight here, maybe. Because that's his pivotal piece, yeah? Like the rook promotion doesn't really help you much, does it? You don't have a target next. Like, if you were to promote the pawn instead, for example, and then bishop takes, you get the knight, then this rook promotion would be better. Knight takes, maybe redrop a pawn or something like that, get the knight. Yeah, if that kind of rook promotion would be better, or that kind of approach. But here I believe, you know, he has the knight, he's going with the pawn, and he has the lance. It's kind of scary paired with this bishop. Something we will have to be aware of. Yeah, so here the only reason he cannot take this knight is that you're pinning the pawn to the bishop, right? That's the idea. The problem is he can block that bishop line using the lance. So he has a stronger card here, yeah? Your attack doesn't work because of it, so therefore the knight is an overplay. Because it's on the basis that the bishop line is open. But it won't be. Then he took, unfortunately, the knight for free, took the silver for free, with the bishop. Therefore, Sabaki his piece that was blocked, right? And then, like, if Furibisha manages to do this attack, it's usually very bad for you. Yeah, I mean, it's a good plan, yeah? It's a good plan. But the problem is that that plan is based on this condition of the bishop line being open, right? So that's a bad situation for you, because that condition is not gonna be true in a second, yeah? So if you're going for that, I would recommend maybe to delete the knight before that. For example, here you would keep the same condition. No, it's not even, because the lance would still come here, yeah? No, it's not good, so. The existence of this pawn is a problem, basically, for you. You need to find a different way of doing things. And mind you, you're already attacking with a piece disadvantage, yeah? Because you sacrificed the lance here. So you have to be very, very careful. So you basically lost a lot of piece advantage here. Like a lot of material. Your castle is destroyed. And now the opponent is trying to surround your king. Pinning the defensive pieces. And eventually capturing your king, yeah? So this is the typical flow of the game in Shogi. The successful attack. If you look from your opponent's side, his king is really safe on the bottom. On the bottom, it's not on the bottom, in his castle. Yeah, he simply got a piece from you, got 3 pawns from you, and he's able to do whatever he wants now, yeah. It's very, very one-sided. Yeah, look at this position. Your castle doesn't exist. His castle is full. And in this kind of situation, it doesn't matter who has the piece advantage or not. Because with limited pieces, he's able to attack your king severely, right? With limited pieces, your king is already in huge danger. So you can clearly see that in endgame material doesn't matter. What mattered is the king's safety. And the reason why the king is not unsafe is because around here he had a very good attack at the head of your king. And instead of doing something about this, you made a move close to passing move. And then before that, you already see that he goes very aggressive here. And you still like kind of give you more pieces, yeah? You know that he's gonna jump the knight here. You know it's gonna end up in that situation. Or you should know, yeah? You should be able to predict this move from that position if you wanna get stronger. And that's the reason why perhaps this waiting move wasn't the best. You get what I'm saying, Sio, yeah? You see how the wait in the opening that you did allowed your opponent to create a perfect attacking position, and your attacking style actually enabled your opponent because you gave him pawns and you gave him a lance, yeah? So this way you can see how important the opening phase in this particular game was, yeah? Yeah. But of course your opponent is played quite perfectly, so thank you for the follow. Bureus6, welcome. Alright, Sio. So hopefully you continue trying that strategy of yours. For the waiting move, you need to find a better way to like wait for your opponent, I think. If you wanna go for that attack. I'm not sure if it's gonna work most of the case, yeah? So we know what's the problem. The solution for that problem will be a little bit more difficult to like... Yeah, that's another question. Do you really need to wait? Yeah. You cannot improve your castle much, so... I also would try to put the bishop more like here rather than here. I don't know, maybe it's like the book influence. And also you played something like this. Here you played, yeah? You could also consider going here to protect this file, for example, yeah? But of course, because you're going down, what's expected of you is to push this pawn. The reason why you cannot do it immediately is because there is this, so maybe this is the last timing. And yeah, it's still quite difficult, yeah. Yeah, Koshikage rook. Yeah, maybe. But in that case, see, another thing you could reconsider, it's quite complex, yeah? If you're gonna play here, usually you don't wanna push this pawn. Because you wanna have option to jump with the knight. So it's kinda, yeah, crucial to have the order of moves there. Ah, but then go back. Yeah, I guess you could. I recommend you take this position and check with the computer whenever they start attacking or not in this position. I'm also quite curious. Maybe we can check it quickly on the stream. Like, where was the biggest mistake of the game? The question is it effective or not, Abigail? I don't think it's a bad move. The opponent would probably wait, and the question is, do you have a continuation after that? Probably yes. And this is why what we would like to check with the computer, basically. So you can see... Actually, this graph doesn't look too bad for you. So computer, of course, says Ribisha is not good. Then goes up. So here, your opponent have a chance to do something. It's probably to push this pawn. You have to be careful about that. Yeah, this is something I was afraid, CO. If you mistake the order of moves in that shape, they will be able to counterattack here, take the bishop and drop it on 5-5. I'm not sure if you see it, right? Push. If you take it, bishop gets exchanged, bishop drop 5-5, forking the knight and the silver, yeah? So you have to be very, very careful about this variation. Then you're better off, actually. For a second. Seems like if you went with the silver, the computer preferred that. And here, indeed, you can clearly see that computer prefers to attack, yeah? And that's 400 points, so it's like quite good. It's silver, a pawn push, silver goes back, sacrifice rook pawn, bishop exchange, pawn drop, bishop 8-8. So it will be a fight, but basically that's what the computer recommends, I guess. And even knight jump. And heroes have 700 points advantage according to the computer. Because you will have bishop drop 8-8. No, bishop drop 8-8, 6-4. Gote Siof. You're Gote. I'm confused. 6-4. Here. Oh, okay, to attack the rook. You don't defend the rook, you counter attack the rook. Okay. Yeah, I played this shape a lot, so I know the rapid attack is quite painful for Ibisha's side. Is it? You mean this attack or you mean your attack? No, you mean like rapid attack. If you make one mistake, it's quite painful, yeah. I don't know if it's painful for Ibisha, because you decide the tempo, you decide when to attack. The battleground, you decide. So it's kind of privilege in a way. Here it seems you had a chance to... If you took the knight, okay. If you took the knight, you still can continue your attacking here. So that seems good, right? That's interesting. And here, computer suggests this move. I would assume it would be to punish the knight, yeah. Oh, the sequence in the opening. Yeah. That's very important one. Yeah, we all do it, Abigail. Here, this is the critical point, yeah, see? Do not allow them to take the pawn on 3-4 with the knight. Punish the knight, yeah? That's the another final critical point, I guess. 500 points advantage. It's gonna be a hard fight, but the knight will be gone and it's gonna be more equal because you will have knight for a lance. And funnily enough, computer further in the line do promote the rook. But anyway, yeah, Sio, I hope you reconsider those positions again. Okay, we're gonna try another game from Chowa or Sasori. I don't know which one it was. Let me reopen this, of course. Sasori, yeah, but I don't know which one it is. I think it was Chowa, but I'm gonna watch it from Gote's view. I'm just not sure. Oh, you saw it? You mean he uploads it on YouTube? With commentary? Oh, wow. Okay, how about we check it out then? Is it this one? Is he Japanese? I'm so confused right now. Vietnamese.
Yeah.
So that's the other game, I assume.
What's up, everyone?
No, that's another shape, right? It's a different shape. Apology. Here is the link. That's pretty cool. All right, well, we're gonna take a look at this game from Choa's perspective. Here it is. So we will play third file rook. That's a normal rook because we closed our bishop line. And they will immediately attack us on the fourth line, so we have to deal with it somehow. We decide to allow that exchange. And we will be in trouble soon. That looks very scary to me. How do I usually play? I usually put my rook faster on the... I usually defend it. I don't know what happens if you don't defend it, actually. Like this, like this, like this, like this. Click. Here. If they exchange the silvers, we have a bishop drop. So they attack us on the fourth row. This pawn. It's not necessarily concerning yet. We could try to bamboozle them a little bit with some pawn drops type of deal. We could think of this pawn drop in the future. We go here and we drop the pawn. That makes sense. All right. You follow here on YouTube as fellow Sunken Bisha user. That's a good idea. I wonder if I follow them. I usually don't use my private account to follow people. I use my the Harbor account. I do not subscribe. Oh god, subscribed immediately. Oh wait, that's my other account. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Yeah, as I was saying, the official account is subscribed. Yes, gotcha. Yep. I follow as many amazing Shogi promoters as possible. Speaking of the English ones, yeah? We are a small community, we should support each other. So the only problem with this is that if we do that, they're gonna have the control over this file. So he decides to take this pawn instead. Allow rook exchange and then retake the silver. That's really interesting. Now that's scary again. Now that's scary again. So we're barely surviving, yeah? We allow them to take all the control here. They decide to drop the silver without defending or anything. So continue attacking. The problem is we are missing like a diagonal piece or a knight to continue attacking, right? What did you walk into? I don't know, you tell me, dragon. You mean Shogi? That terrifies you? This looks kinda heavy. Nice one. So the king runs. It's a checkmate with the knight. Spooky Shogi, yep. So you can see how Chowa like used very light techniques to... Light techniques are scary, that's what I'm saying actually. Like there are heavy ways to defend and light. And this one was very, very light. So light technique wouldn't work, for example, if the opponent would try to make a token on like breakthrough. Then it wouldn't work. But in the meantime, you know, their own king would be in danger. So this is why Sasori decided to go stronger. But it became a barely type of fight. Now the question is, what's the best like follow-up here, for example? Was that the best? Was there no other option? Probably not. If we take the knight, it means we defend ourselves. But we could consider dropping the rook here in this position, for example, here. Threatening the distraction Tetsuji. It would lead to the similar situation, but we're keeping 2 gold. So then we would have to compare what is better for us. Sure, yellow. We have some Kifu to review, but... Because tomorrow we have the TTQ for like a few hours in a row. Probably we're gonna skip on Shogi Sunday. I wish we can do at least 1 hour. So this is why we're gonna look at some Kifu today as well, and those are the last week Kifu. So this is why what we call heavy, yeah? The reason why this knight is heavy is that you have to like attack king from the side, yeah? Like 1 piece by 1 piece. By 1 piece, what I mean is like the general, it can go only 1 square around it. So in order to capture this king, you will need 1, 2, 3, 4 generals, yeah? Which you currently don't have. So it means this attack will be heavy. For example, this didn't look so heavy, yeah? Because you had this powerful rook here, but now the rook was chased away here. And this is why we say Gote succeeded in like repairing the attack, because they forced Sente's dragon to be in a unfortunate spot for them, in a very ineffective, yeah, spot. Creating de facto this heavy attack. I can feel Sasori's playing style has been affected by Western chess, so he somehow says a good calculation, but his Kifu is kind of freestyle and quickly comes to endgame. I mean, that's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing, necessarily. Like, Shogi is about endgame after all. And this opening does exist. So it's okay. Just that he ran out of steam around here. Yeah. His attack was repelled. And we cannot really, we cannot wait. Chowa can take some pieces. Sasori has to work with what he has. Also notice how brilliantly Chowa escapes early here. By the shape, I wonder if it's better to take this one. Have a follow-up, but again, the dragon is blocked anyway, so it doesn't matter. I would also consider moves like this, I guess. Making a token to break through. Would consider this to keep the dragon open. Rook 3-2, interesting mindset. Rook 4-1. Yeah, I was also thinking about that, but I guess I was thinking about this and coming to the conclusion it would be the same, but you're saying one square away, and if they do this, if we drop the silver, they're gonna drop the silver, not breaking yet, right? Gold 8-2 here. Gold 8-2, you're threatening one checkmate threat. So all you have to do is block the other side, like protect that one side, and then you escape here. You're fine, right? Or am I too confident? There's two strong players recommending this. Maybe this as a continuation. The problem is Chowa really would like to promote this pawn, is that he's missing the knight to create a checkmate threat. So I imagine this situation where we drop the silver, they promote. If we take it, they drop again. If we take it, is a checkmate. If the gold takes, we gonna take it and then drop the silver here, threatening checkmate from this side. But if we manage to protect this side, this drop doesn't create checkmate. So how about this move? Type of deal. And then we don't have a clear continuation? Question mark. But here, yeah, here we cannot drop the pawn because the rook is under attack. So let's assume promotion and then drop the pawn next. And we have one more move to survive. But yeah, it's still not good enough for us to survive, right? Because if we promote pawn drop, we don't have a checkmate threat, right? On the other hand, if this side drop the silver, king escapes, promotion takes. Also not good enough. But anyway, promotion will be a Hishi. So if we manage to have Atsume here like this, that would be good enough, right? Right? I'm gonna get some water chat. Silver rook to... Oh, this one too also. How about this one? Be right back. And a big. How did you guys? And then the pawn could be captured. Bishop drop mates. Gotcha. Imagine the board is like chess is based on medieval warfare and Shogi is based on Japanese feudal warfare. I wonder if there are board games West America modern warfare. Yes, there are. Wasn't there like this game where you have those blind pieces? Anyway, it's now it's question if it's based on modern warfare or not, because people say this game came from China to Japan and it was maybe discovered by a monk or something, because the first Shogi pieces were found under the Kokuji temple. Kokuji temple. And then the question is it really based on warfare if it's based on a game that's based on the warfare that's on a game based on a game that's based on a warfare game of a game of a game of a game, because Chinese chess is also probably influenced by Chaturanga. You know where I'm going, right? It's a game based on game instead of with warfare. And whenever it's like, oh, it's a game based on warfare so that you can train your mind and then be a better general, or is it just a bunch of people that were bored and they created a game to have fun? Probably the later, but Monopoly, yeah. Hello there. Yeah, anyway. So this would be mate as well. Cool. Do we have a way to defend against the rook drop? Pawn drop is not possible because it's a Nifu. Silver drop. I mean, we can argue that taking the pawn, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. So the point is, rook drop is interesting. But my point is, I don't know if this drop here is good enough to follow up on that. And here, yeah, I would consider like pawn drop, maybe. Because we don't have enough power, so we have to create some. Okay. But I think Chowa really showed us really good defensive shogi. If you guys wonder how Furibisha should be working, it's something like this, where Ibisha is the first one to attack, Furibisha like manages to defend it, and then counterattack strongly. So this is a perfect example of how the strategy should be looking like. So we can go to the next game. The last game from last week, which is the Choo Choo Shogi. He's Sente. That's a very terrifying nickname for me. Give a load the Choo Choo. And here we go. You probably guys saw this as a Pac-Man. If you play as Gote, Sente can take this pawn, but it's an interesting trap. You guys can check the Pac-Man video by Hidechi. Yeah. And it's pretty interesting. But here, yeah, Sente is Sente, so it doesn't matter. Now, what white is doing is a little bit weird. They're going for the castle already. But let's assume they're gonna create Yagura. Sente can create a Yagura destroyer. My Google Hub is talking to me. Yagura destroyer using this bishop influence on king because it's perfectly on this diagonal. So hopefully it's not gonna... Hopefully Gote is not creating a Yagura... Thank you for a free pawn. Alright, so talking about strategical mistakes, the strategical mistakes are never as much painful as the tactical ones, yeah? Tactical mistake, losing a pawn in the opening you're worse off. Basically. But yeah, Yagura, why do we play this move? So we are totally fine with having the Mino shape. What I would do is start creating the high minus shape. Let's ignore the existence of this pawn completely. And start creating a pressure over this diagonal with the knight and this pawn push. 1 pawn lost Joseki. Gotcha. Now, cool, we noticed that we lost this pawn. It doesn't matter. They actually could punish this bishop by pushing this pawn and then taking it anyway. Thank you for showing me. This makes a weakness under the king over here, so that's not proper. Okay. So we're trying to attack quickly. Problem is with attacking quickly is that we don't have enough force to break through. So what we will end up happening is bishop exchange, and we would have our rook and gold forked because we weren't prepared for that possibility. The rook will have to go here, and then a weird exchange would happen, and this side would slowly develop their rook and probably win, yeah? So that's the worst case scenario. Like, you're showing that you're gonna attack, you sacrificed a pawn, but you have no follow-up. And strategically speaking, yeah, I know that he's going for Yagura, so I wait and I prepare my counter attack, yeah? Yagura Destroyer. Here we notice probably the gold is hanging, and here unfortunately our rook and our lance will be forked. That won't be good. And it was forked from the other side. Here actually the opponent can punish you by promoting the bishop here and attacking the... There was somebody named Polish Samurai. I love it. Somebody of that nickname entered the chat. It's pretty epic nickname. And yeah, as a result, we're forced to drop our own bishop in the camp, which is the worst position for the bishop. The enemy is punishing us horribly. And we end up sacrificing a whole silver in order to get a pawn in hand. Okay, we're out of pieces currently. And we gave away free bishop. Alright, so this game is already lost. We can see that. Chuchu is really not respecting the knights and silvers, giving it away in front of the pawns. And now we're out of pieces, so it's just a matter of time. Yeah. Here, actually, your opponent could checkmate you by dropping some pieces over here and ignoring the token. It's not a check, so... And they have few checkmates here as well. And they're missing checkmate, but here it is. Yeah, so the reason why it was so one-sided around here is that we just literally like gave 3 pieces. And it seemed like we were forced to, but it happened because they... Yeah. Here, this is the position, yeah? Our bishop is in such a bad spot that they can simply like punish it, yeah? Here maybe we could still try to block the rook, but they can force our silver up and break through anyway. And unfortunately, this game also, the opening is the influencing factor. Instead of going for quick attack, our opponent has already quite nice castle, and we don't have a good bite on it because the silver, the knight are not joining the attack. So this attack will be light, yeah? We talked about the light defense today. Now we're gonna look what is a light attack, yeah? Bishop exchange, boom. No pressure, yeah? We have no pressure, all our attacking pieces are gone. This is like the worst possible scenario. In chess, people say to keep the pressure and do not exchange the pieces. In shogi is the same, yeah? And we just walked into it. And we have nothing to support this rook, nothing to support this bishop. Maybe, if we try to do a cool trick here, pushing this pawn, pawn takes, rook takes. You guys see where I'm going, right? Bishop takes, boom, king rook fork. This would be a good attack, yeah? We have we got a free piece and we have continuation. Continuation because we have a horse that can abuse the enemy position, or we can use their own pieces of the enemy to punish him more, yeah? And also we can pick up those pieces, which will strengthen our attack. Here, of course, it's not what's going to happen. They're gonna like drop a pawn. But then we're gonna take this pawn one move faster, yeah? This was something to consider. This way, we can attack more efficiently. But again, those two pieces are not really helping us, so we will need to think about this in the opening, how to activate the silver more. I'm gonna show you guys the Yagura Destroyer shape, maybe as an example. Let's say the game went exactly same way, where the opponent makes the Yagura because they just learned the game. Boom. I'm so happy I made the Yagura shape, yeah? I'm gonna push the edge pawn just in case. Gonna develop my rook. Gonna push my silver in a nice spot. And then we jump with the knight. Oh no, my silver is under attack. Yeah, we can defend the knight. And in the future, we're gonna push this pawn. And they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna take it. But actually they cannot, yeah? So whatever piece is going to be on this square is gonna be under pressure now, yeah? For example, if the silver comes here, it's under pressure. If it goes here, we get it with the knight. If it goes up, we get a fork. And it cannot go down anymore because it's illegal, yeah? So probably what's going to happen is something like this, and then we have this nice vanguard pawn. So we're quite happy. Of course, the fight doesn't end here. But we can build up on it, yeah? Can start building different ways of attacking with the silver in hand. And we already have some advantage, so we can think of reinforcing, like changing our rook position and continuing attacking. Yeah. So that's example of do not play Josuke blindly, yeah? I should make this clickbait, like a YouTube title. Do not play Josuke blindly. It sounds like a good thing to say in a video. I'm gonna actually write it down, yeah? Yagura Destroyer. This is old knowledge that not many people know, so... Alright, yes, Choo-Choo. Choo-Choo's game that it was... That would be my recommendation, yeah, Yagura's Destroyer. Alright, destroy every castle with this one simple trick, yes. I mean, pressuring the castle. We call it a combination attack. It's a really good thing to do, yeah? Interesting. Anyway. Where were we? We were commenting on Choa's Skiff, we did the Choo-Choo Shogi, and we wanted to look at Ghoststone's game, yeah? Because tomorrow we have the TTQ turn. Today I speak very quickly. I don't know what happened to my brain, but I speak too quickly today. Way too quickly for my brain to process it. TTQ, we have tomorrow 2 games, 3 games even, because at midnight. So we can do some games today. I forgot how many T or 2. Did I download it or not? Question mark. I did. All right. So we're gonna analyze some Kifu today, because I'm not sure if we're gonna do such a long Sunday shogi or we're gonna do any at all. That always going for Yagura type of player that reminds me of main character in the manga. Yeah. Well, it's not about, it's not their choice. It's probably that they're a beginner player and they just learned one castle and they're trying to do good. But because they're playing it blindly, you can punish them. So we have a standard 4-5 rook versus, it seems like our opponent is going for climbing silver. We remember to push the edge pawn. That's cool. And now we have to start preparing because they're gonna push this pawn. So I would recommend pushing the rook 1 move before that, or like prepare with another move. because generally what we want to do is put our bishop here. Those waiting moves are mostly for like when you don't know what your opponent is going to do. But clearly he's climbing his silver here, yeah? Clearly. Unless I'm missing something. No, it's clearly he's going to attack here. So we clearly want to start thinking about how to counterattack there. And here we kind of one move. Okay, I see. Maybe that's part of your plan to like avoid here. But we are kind of sad now because we cannot retake this pawn. If we take it with this silver, the bishop is going to here threaten on two fronts. If we take it with the rook, they're gonna establish an even stronger vanguard pawn. Stronger because now they will be able to like push one of those pawns, and they have a vanguard pawn supported by the silver, yeah? Which is what we do with vanguard pawns. If they're supported, it's really hard to get rid of them. So this is why I'd recommend it to like move the rook here, because if they go here, then we move the bishop here or here. And if they move the rook, well, we have one more move to do, yeah? So for example, yeah, I don't know actually. Maybe the Jacek is here, I don't know. We would be able to, no, one eye. You're thinking too fast, you're thinking too fast. Slow down. Slow down, one eye. Slow down. We could be able to move our bishop here, for example. Like we could. Yeah, I think that Jacek was rather here. Why is it so wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong already? Is this possible? Maybe this is also possible. Bishop 5-4 is good, but bishop cannot go to 5-4. You mean pawn 5-4, right? Or 6-4. The 6-4 is good, you say. Yeah. Alright. Abigail's judgment, this would be good. So we wanna start activating our big pieces as soon as possible, and the lance move like doesn't help us. It certainly like helps the opponent, like prevents opponent from taking the lance, but it doesn't prevent them from getting a total domination over this file. So we wanna avoid that. Here, yeah, here basically they got their vanguard pawn, and you push this pawn, and it would be nice to have a bishop to follow up. But your bishop is here. So one option is that we go like this instead. Yes, this opens our king. It's not really cool, so generally I would recommend this one instead. The reason why we move the bishop here is we want to put it here. That's also an option, but we're kind of one move behind already, yeah? Because if we're gonna do protect this pawn, they're gonna come here and start to do some shenanigans, right? I'm not sure what's the proper Joseki, but... or actually here. But we already lost a pawn in hand. We lost one pawn, so that's not the optimal play, I think. I see, mixed some moves. It's okay. I also, you can see, I don't remember. Traditional Joseki, but that's too old. I see. The future Joseki. We can quickly analyze it with computer to like find out what's the proper way the computer would recommend, and therefore find out what the Joseki was using. That. Boop. As I would have to take a Joseki book and like look it out. Which probably I should, seeing how I suck at remembering this Joseki. I probably should review it. So yeah, then there's the infinite question. Do you move the silver or the gold first? Silver is much more defined shape, so usually the gold would be better. But I don't think it's wrong. Like 100% wrong. Okay, so do not mind that the line is above, because it's just because that center is playing static rook, the computer will prefer that. Hey, bouncing across, how was your stream? I looked a little bit. I spied you a little bit. Hopefully it was good. Shogi explained. of course. Is there a good Josuke resource online? So this page that we are on now, playshogi.com, you can go to the... Okay, you could say Shogi. There are fewer resources, but here, if you go to... Where was it? Opening Explorer. You can actually play out some opening that you want, and you can choose from the list. It has limited Kifu, but it has like a big database that it bases its searches on. You can see that it has 20,000 professional Kifu. You can also watch Hidechi's video. You can read some English books like Joseki at a Glance. But if you want to have a quick tool that, you know, shows you the Joseki, boom, here it is. If you spied at the end, I was losing a lot. No, I was streaming already for 1 hour, so don't worry, bouncing. Yeah, I dropped you a follow too, I think. Okay, what happened to my mouse cursor? Thank you. All right. So the computer recommends, you see, who was it? Ghost on. Computer do recommend to move the rook first, yeah? Oh, Shogi Lounge, what's that? I'm getting distracted. Ooh, the Joseki. Yeah, but this is... No, Abigail. This is third fire rook. And this is clearly fourth fire rook, so it's gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, actually, if they're going for Bogin, maybe we could have countered it a little bit differently. Maybe. Probably one of the counters is to not move this silver at all. So when they come here, you wanna... Let's see. Do something else. And if they start attacking... then I assume they're gonna open the bishop line. So what you wanna do is preserve this line, basically. And the better shape is this silver 3-2 sometimes, because if they're gonna exchange the bishops, you keep this silver here. Of course, there is some problem with this, but it's a different story, different Joseki. It's another possibility you can do as 4-5 rook. Here you're forced to waste one move because you go from the 4-5 to third file. Yeah. Yeah, switching to... Exactly. So you're losing a little bit here. And yeah, the computer also proposed to move the bishop there. So if we go here, they go here. We move here. If they move the rook... we push here. If they take... Okay, we arrived at the exact position I was discussing, and this is 200 plus for Gote, actually, I think. So this answers our question that the line I've shown is recommended by the computer as well. Yeah, one tempo down, but, you know, you want to fight rather than not, right? So it's too late to complain. So yeah, the problem is now this pawn is double attacked, so they can just break through. And they don't really... their castle is like destroyed, but they're not really concerned about that because they have good attack. Yeah. Never mind, it looks like you're actually getting a nice counter attack, but yeah, they're gonna block you, and unfortunately... What is this move? Okay, like this. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, interesting, but what's the problem with this move? Chat, what's the problem with this move? But yes, definitely, if you're going for this knight shape, taking this silver would be the shape, right? The problem with this shape is that, no, Toad. It's very... yeah, I guess very heavy on your soul. Yeah. No, yeah, unfortunately. I mean, the idea is correct. It's just that it didn't work, yeah. So instead, we have also the option of like working here, but it might be not strong enough. Yeah, unfortunately, he has too many pieces. Yeah. We could try to attack the gold as you did, but we just run. If we just jump, it's not threatening enough. They will drop the gold, take this, and checkmate threat. So it's like not good, not quick enough. Yeah. Slower but more resilient. Let's see. Gold 5-3. Yeah, that's gold 5-3. It's a famous one. Yeah. Yeah, so this is for third rook players, yeah. But if you're a 4-5 rook player, you should study a different ways to counter it. Different ways. This is one move loss compared to what you're playing. Yeah, the 5-3 is quite cool, but yeah. Also, it's a different shape because they're attacking. Here they are attacking with this silver. It's a different silver they're attacking with. Yeah. It was that shape, kind of. So, Goston, your homework is basically to find out how to counter that. You can use the opening explorer. Hey, how about we try it now? Let's try to like check it out. Probably professionals won't like go for the same exact route, same exact move order. So we're not gonna find exactly same one of so the problem with those Joseki is like they have standard moves and they have to be standard shape, else it's not gonna show up. Wait, we already out of Joseki? That sucks. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so it seems there's more games without pushing this pawn. That's so weird. Maybe this is like old Kifos. Yeah, it's like 90. You guys don't see. It's like 90s, so it's a very old database, unfortunately. Need to review it. Yeah. Yeah, so this around here is basically where it ends. Because this is not what they usually do. They would usually move this silver. Yeah, Goston, that's a very good point. That's something you have to learn as a beginner. That's something, it's not wrong to do it. They're trying to try different stuff and you need to learn how to defend it, like Chowa did. Yeah, Chowa's game wasn't a Joseki and he had to defend it using his own strength, yeah. And by studying Joseki, we learned some techniques, how to counter. So for example, today we learned that the bishop being here is a good shape. It's not gonna be applied in all of the shapes, but it's good to know. Yeah, type of deal. Which pawn? The crab? The edge pawn? Let me see if I have 4 file books somewhere. I have many Shogi books. So this one has about Fuji system. Nope. This one. This one has. different shapes. This one has a quick attack, so this is second part. So I assume it's gonna be in the first book, not the second one, but it has a very similar shape. Like as a 4/5 rook player, they will definitely like attack you on the bishop's head. So there are many ways to do it. Many study you have to do. Not something you will know immediately. Okay. Rook pawn. It doesn't matter. You can do it at any point. Depends on your strategy. You wanna keep it down because nowadays people play it on the 4/5 right side 4/5 rook. So it's something that my first shogi rival was playing too. Actually, it's a fun part. You wanna keep it down to have a space for the knight jump. You have Fuji's book. Yeah, I'm checking if this one has it. Like anything that's very similar. But they are attacking with the left silver, that's the problem. Maybe, you know what? I think Hidechi had a one video about that. Might have had one video about that. Also, it's in Habu's brain. Explains why the right side silver is not the best. So I would have to reread that book. Yeah, so the reason why you want to keep this silver here in general. How do I delete the arrows? No. Okay, magic F5. The reason why you keep this silver here is that usually you want to keep the defense of this file and the knight's head, like the counter on this file. And this is why they use this silver instead. But your opponent is using this silver to attack, so that's the difference, yeah? Click. No, that doesn't work. That works on Lee Shogi, not on Play Shogi, unfortunately. Yeah, they're using this silver and they're attacking here, yeah? But the computer line, yeah, was one of the examples that you could have taken. I have this big book as well with many kifu. Let's see if they have anything similar. 200 kifu in it, no 100. But the likelihood of them playing that will be low, I think. Yeah. There's one more book. The thing is, in this book, they attack from this side. Is it reflected again? Is it reflected, guys? Not sure. Yeah, it's on normal. They're attacking with this silver instead of the other one. So it's gonna be totally different because you have 4/5 pound push. But yeah, they're recommending like 4 to gold type of move. This is like third file. Alright, the only thing we can do is to accept the computer answer, guys, for now. Because it's like a tactical answer. Yeah, he explains the best for Ibisha. Because his book, probably. So those books, they were explained usually good for Ibisha. They usually play one weak move and then the other side breaks it, but you can play different moves along the line somewhere. So you can look at Hidechi's video, you can check some pro games using this opening explorer, for example, and you can check what pro really did, yeah? Maybe this link, okay. Bogin no Kihon, the basics of Bogin, alright? Yeah, so basically this is the ideal shape you want to do, like rook on the third file, bishop on... It's so tiny. Rook on the third file, bishop on this diagonal, and then you kinda attack that. But this is the third file? No, again? No, fourth file. Okay. But they do move the lens somehow. Yeah, okay, so you know what's wrong, Abigail? Is that Santa created this castle, which takes 1, 2, 3 moves more than what we had in the game. Carrot Sensei is dishing on the students' secrets of how to write biased Joseki books. Yeah, I mean, the Joseki books are usually based on real games, so they will show you an actual game and they will show you one line that's convincing. But then people like think how to overcome it and they come up with new Joseki, yeah? So it's not like it's 100% sure way to break through. This is a famous Joseki. Yeah, you can study this as well, but the line, again, you want to check it with the computer as well, just to be 100% sure, yeah? Okay, we spent too much time on this one. Hope it helps, Ghost Stone. Think we... Yeah, we went over this. And now we're gonna go to Mifa's game. And it's a handicap game, right? 2-piece. 2-piece handicap game, and Mifa is Skote, Wate. Yes, we're looking at Keep of the Day because we can, because we want, because tomorrow we won't have a long stream because of the TTQ games, if any at all. So we're looking a little bit today. Alright, Mifa. So we have the 2-piece handicap, so Mifa will do the standard shape over there. Okay. Taking the free pawn, going back, allowing the vanguard pawn. Okay. That's pretty cool. So because black has an additional pawn in hand, usually this won't be enough to break, but they can tarasu, they can dango this pawn behind and then take this pawn to like break through, yeah? Now what Mifa is doing, that if this silver comes here, I don't know what happens if it goes here though. Next we're targeting promotion. If we're gonna take, pawn drop, target silver drop. Do we have a way to counter that? Pawn drop, pawn drop, pawn drop. It's not gonna work 100%, right? The other problem is that I don't like is this guy. You only need 2 pawn drops. Yes, Nimue. Then they're gonna promote, take silver drop. King has to touching the gold. Then we can sacrifice the rook, drop the gold, and try to surround the king. The question is it good enough, you know? The bishop maybe can join in the future. I don't know. Like, this kind of seems risky, but maybe this is what Mifa would play. Interruptive strategy. Yeah. So then, why do I have Japanese people watching and throwing arrows? Should make those rooms private. Okay. Oh wait, actually he managed to wait. Is this actual line? Oh, he activated the bishop beforehand. Ooh. No, that's problematic. That's problematic. I'm gonna change the room because I'm pissed off. I am being disturbed. Go away. I wonder what those guys feel like I left and I make a new room with passwords. Maybe I'm the rude one. I mean, they have no way of knowing that I'm streaming, so it's kind of... Maybe I should just make those private. Okay, so we break through and we could do the silver drop. We could still do the silver drop. Yeah. We don't have a way to break through here. We don't have a continuation. So that sucks. And instead, we also have the option of dropping the pawn. But we decide to go here, and now the question is, do we have enough material to break through? And we decide to block off both our big pieces. How about doing that now? That would be much better. It would be much harder to block. If we do it like this, shenanigans come to be. And we lost the pawn. We wanna keep the pawn, maybe. I don't know. Also, we don't have a pawn, so it would be nice to take a pawn with a check and then go for that gold. And now we're attacking. We're attacking with 2 pieces. How many pieces do we need to continue attack, class? 4! Yes. Okay, yellow has a line for us. Silver drops 3-6-3, king a2. Take, drop king to the back. Pawn drop maybe. This is decisive. Is this winning? What if we drop a silver? What if we run away? It's only last pawn, yeah? Ah, more direct. This one. Goes here. Bishop. So the only problem is we have only silvers to defend, so we have to defend this file, so we could drop the silver. Yes, we can promote the bishop, but we can also try something more nasty with pawn promotion silver. Unpromoted. Yes, yellow. I think that's very interesting line. And yes, we could also go here, which would be more indirect way of attacking this king. I like it. I like it. I think that would be quite distracting. Oh yeah, you actually mentioned bishop 7-5. Yeah, I think that's really good. And then if the king goes to this side, we simply promote. Yeah. Mifa, what do you have for your defense? I wouldn't be surprised if Mifa destroyed me. I had a 4-down pro destroy me with what? 2-piece handicap in Biomi Shogi because he was so good at it. That's not fair. I cannot ask Mifa to defend against me in 2-piece handicap. Of course you can. Speaking of handicap games, yeah? You guys excited for TTQ? How many wins do we will get this season, do you guys think? Do you think Lily is gonna get the win? Hopefully. Her opponent is really strong. Her opponent is actually my training partner, kinda. And she's really strong. She's oh god, Mifa, that castle in the air, I love it. Castle in the sky. Roll the theme music. Yeah, the Ghiblis. Yeah, let's see how it becomes. So you have all the tokens in the world. Oh god. Sorry. Do you guys know about the rule of handicap draw shogi? Oh, you got the dragon. You actually got the dragon. There's a special rule for the handicap shogi. Yep. State? No, uwate. Uwate. Or maybe I... That would be too much of a handicap. Then uwate going for the entering king would be an actual strategy. Yeah. So here, I don't know if you guys know, in 81 Dojo you can actually click this button here, which is this calculator, and it shows you the impasse status. You can see, so on 81 Dojo you need to have certain conditions met. You need to have king entered, you need to have 10 pieces that enter the promotion zone together with the king, and then you have to have enough points. So this one counts incorrectly because basically Mifa would have more points. Or does it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 5. Wait, no. 1. These are his... Blah! 1, 2... Wait, what? No, I'm confused. Yes, I counted correctly. Wait. Yes, it's upside down. It's correctly. 13 plus 5, 18, but it's 28, so it's kind of opposite. I guess it does count. Is there a book how to win on impasse? No, never heard. Yeah. And in pro games it's actually 31. So yeah, if you have 24 points, if both sides have 24 points, it's impasse. I don't know, Nimio. I never researched that topic. I mean, there weren't many impasses to begin with, so it's only recently that started happening more often. But Mifa, you have to agree that Maple is improving each time, yeah? You're showing us his Kifu. And this one so far was the closest, yeah? Wait, by the way, no, it doesn't work. But this line that we analyzed, that looked really, really good for him. It was really close compared to other games. The rook became alone though, yeah. He's improving, definitely. Okay, so that was the last Kifu. I think Eon. So we studied a lot. We studied the third, the Bogin. We studied fair five rook stuff and castling, attacking early, defending. Chowa's Kifu was amazing. And now we're gonna do a quick game with yellow. There are some tesuges to mate a big piece to win by points at impasse, says Koshiro. Oh, that's epic. Yellow, I will be waiting. 10 seconds, right? Oh, and I set up the banana password, so if you just type it. Music to play motivated. Oh, I love that guy. Ah. お願いします。Impasse in games. I mean, impasse, it's usually Biomi, so quite rough. Oh, you have a title. Oh, that's the title that we talked about. Ooh. Nice. Nice. But the real champions of impasse played in the middle game. I see, Nimio. I see. Can you teach us next time? I will be updating the VODs on the VOD channel again. I edited most of it. I will make them public soon. So if you guys would like to watch the older VODs from the book reading and so on, it's gonna be there. I lowered the beeping because I assume it's quite loud. I came to say, why do I know what Shogi is but never heard of it or how it plays, what's going on? I came to say, why do I know what Shogi is? You would have to explain it, Fox. I don't understand it. And I'm in a little bit of time pressure, so I'll have to answer your question later. Maybe from manga. Are you manga fan? Or Japanese culture? Or you have some chess friends? It's a chess variant. So I don't know, folks. I don't know. You tell me. My castle is inexistent. My attack is so heavy. Shikamaru, yeah. Yay! Thank you for the bits. Hope the chill will interrupt you. Definitely. That was rough. Oh, yeah. Okay, reading chat. Tend to watch anime, so it would make sense why I heard it many years ago. Video games. Yakuza game. Yeah, it's like chess, yeah, but you can drop the taken pieces. Yeah, Mifa was trying to help you, Yellow, by cheering beats, and it kind of worked at times. And yeah, I was generally losing. I think I overattacked a little bit. Yeah, you're getting stronger each time. And it's 10 seconds shogi, so okay. Yeah, there's good counter. Yeah, here couldn't know what's the better one. I was thinking you're gonna pressure my bishop and pressure my silver here. Instead of going on the third file, but I don't know. Sadly, I need to teach when you were analyzing my games. Hope you enjoy in past game. Yeah, I did, Mifa, I did. I summarized the game that it seems like Maple is improving, because it was much closer than the games in the previous weeks, and I was asking if you agree. Yeah, the timing, it allowed me to counter, basically, yeah. Yeah. I could... maybe this. It's not really clear to me. Like, the silver was so bad. By the way, if I did actually play this. Yeah, that's the only... Yeah, that was the only option. Here, maybe I could consider dropping pawn, but yeah, I mean this pawn is a big problem, right? I pushed this pawn, so probably this kind of slow attack after I went aggressively is not a good idea. I should have went much more aggressively here. Like pawn drop maybe, and like try to do something with the bishop instead. But yeah, that's not so clear to me. But I wanted to try it, yeah. There's also an option to push this one first, stuff like that. I mean, at worst, I just should have played totally different move at all here. You are expecting, okay, I see. Back 10 second Shogi has its own rules. Mifas says he somehow won the series by 3-2 at 4-piece handicap, so he promoted to 2-piece handicap with the same opening. I can say he is improving. Great, good to hear that. Maple used to be in our server as well, I think, but he left in order to concentrate on like Shogi a while ago. So it's good to hear that he's still improving. Yeah, the problem is I didn't have a way to attack this gold. And here, yeah, here I was expecting you to drop the bishop, maybe. Because if you take my rook, my attack ends, I thought. So I have to drop. Take it, I take it. Like my attack is finished, yeah. And then you just boop, boop, and it's over. Yeah, it was stronger. Yeah. It was a gamble from my part. You probably can survive here. I think you're surviving here. Yeah, this silver drop, yeah. It's undefendable, I think. I have 4 pieces in attack, yeah? No, Mifa, you have to be proud of him. I know that you're training together, right? He's so strong. I also need to start working on my shogi more. You guys keep me motivated. The Tokin, yeah. Although I could have taken it, right? I really like your bishop drop on 6-5. It really messed my position up. Fun game, thanks, Ion. How has modern theory changed your thoughts on shogi play? Well, Nimio, I started to understand what's going on in Fuji's game, so that's a good thing. Thanks for sponsoring the book once more. We have few weeks left in the book. All right, guys. We still have a second stream today. Today meaning tomorrow, actually, because it will start at midnight. So it's gonna be tomorrow, Japanese 8 o'clock. So it's gonna be our midnight here in Zurich. Today midnight, and Pacific time, it's like 3 o'clock on Saturday, so it's still the same day. Oh, thank you for 100 bits. And then tomorrow we have 2 games. With the same logic, it's gonna be at 9 p.m. Japanese time. So it's 1 o'clock in Zurich, but it's unfortunately night for Pacific time. And the next game is gonna start at 10 p.m., so 1 hour later at 5 a.m. Pacific time and 2 p.m. Zurich time. I'm gonna send that information on Reddit too, so that you guys come and watch Lily's game. And the professional players that they're gonna be playing, ladies professional, I can slightly show it to you today. Slightly show you, like explain it today. Again, so you will have Yamada Kumi playing Lily. She is you can see her Shogi player number is scary. It's number 6, which means she's one of the longest playing Shogi professionals, lady professionals. With the lower the number, the number is like by the actual people like becoming lady pro. So she was the 6th one to become lady pro. Quite scary. And recently she's been winning against many people. She's getting stronger and stronger, even though you could say that, oh, she's like older, so she won't be playing. No, that's not the case. She's really strong. She's really strong. Harbour is number 1? No, why? What? See? I don't think so. 175. Those numbers doesn't show your place or anything. It just shows the time you became lady pro. Yeah. So she was the 6th in the history to become. To comparison, I think I was 59 something. Let's scroll. 59 was my number. Yeah. So we have like 3 generations between us. Okay, maybe not 3, maybe 1 generation between us. And then tomorrow, so Lily will be playing a bishop handicap. Not oh god, yellow. Not LPSA, the Ladies Pro governing body. LPSA is totally different association from Renmei. Make sure you're aware of that. Many years ago, there was a breakout, and some of the Ladies Pro created their own association called LPSA. Ladies Professional Shogi Association, and there's the Renmei, yeah, and they're both people are called Ladies Pro, but they have different organizations they belong to. Yeah. So they have a different page, and the Lady Pro that belong to that association are not shown on this page, actually. There was also funny joke some years ago that one very famous lady pro, 6 Dan, she didn't have her photo displayed. Like, when there's matches upcoming, they have this photo display. Like here, and she didn't even have her photo displayed. So it was like everybody knew her. It was actually her. So now you can see she has a proper picture here. But there was one time that her picture wasn't there because it wasn't in the new database of the webpage. Anyway, today at midnight, Kumi, actually Yamada is her family name. Yamada, Kumi, ladies for Dan, will be playing bishop handicap against Lily. The bishop handicap is the closest handicap you can have to equal game, so Lily needs to really be serious in order to win that. Yeah, LPSA still exists. Then tomorrow we will have Klaumak playing against Lady Protudan, which is where is it? Yamaguchi. Eriko. She has her own YouTube channel, as you guys know. You're a fan of her, right? So she will be playing against Klaumak 2-piece handicap tomorrow at 1 p.m. Zurich time. And 1 hour after that, we will have Ajiki Wandan. As you see, we are in the same category, Wandan, but she's my senpai. Where is she? Brain, read the kanji. Here, she's the highest of the Wandan. She will be playing against Isabel from Brazil. And fun fact, her teacher is Aono, 9-dan. Yamaguchi's teacher is Horiguchi, 7-dan. You know, guys, Horiguchi, right? You know. And Kumis would be the Nishimura. It's not a very well-known 9-dan, but one of the most respected, the oldest respected 9-dans. And if I'm not wrong, let me check. Yeah, Madoka has the same teacher. Ask her. Click, 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 click. Where is the page? Here it is. I feel like everyone in the pro shogi world knows everyone else. Would you say the entire pro scene is like a small, tight-knit community? Definitely. Like ladies pro know each other. They, we analyze each other. We do the kiroku of each other games. Like there is almost no one, or like almost no one that I would point out that I never met. There is lady pro that are on a break, or like new ones might have trouble remembering their name, or like people who live far away, but most of them, or 90% basically, I had chance to work with or talk with. We have this huge meeting every year for all the lady pro where we choose the governing body and like discuss or vote on stuff, and we all have a chance to like meet up. But yeah, many times either we play against each other in an official match or like have an event together. I wish Benny didn't quit Shogi. Yeah. How is she doing? Yeah. Yeah. We need some update. All right, but anyway, those are the 3 lady pro professionals that will be playing games this weekend against our TTQ winners. And next week, in 2 weeks, sorry, on the February 13th, we will have a professional player. Tobe Makoto, 7-dan, playing against our TTJ, TTS, TTM winners. Free triple handicap game, let's call it, with a special addition to it, and it's gonna be secret until then. And he's, as you guys know, one of the strongest swinging rook players, and somebody who inspired me to play Furibishi as well, to a certain degree. I wonder why. Well, because yeah, there's certain type of lady pro that there's like every lady pro needs to have a speciality to them, yeah, because so you have like strong shogi pro that just plays shogi, it's like Satomi or Nishiyama. Then you have like those cute version that also do like promotion videos like YouTube, yeah. And then you have me, that's a foreigner. But everyone has like a little bit of speciality attached to them. Call him as my twin. Yeah. He also have YouTube channel, yeah. So, guys, I will see you in half a clock, not half an hour, half a clock. How many hours that is? 6 hours for the Lily's game. And yeah, wish her luck, eh? We are all Harbor community and we're wishing luck to our amazing members. And I remind you that we have the registration for TTS tournament until Monday. So remember to register with the current rating And if your rating is higher than it was before, try to update it. Thank you, Annette. Woo, love. And just quick addition that Time Zombie will be doing something cool for the beginner players. So keep looking in the Discord in his channel, Shogi Explain channel. Many cool things is going to happen soon. So keep having fun with Shogi. Take care.